Hello, good morning everybody, welcome. It's Tuesday the 21st of April, it's time for our daily dose of phonics again. So starting as we do every day, we're just going to get ourselves our whiteboard and our pen ready, or our pencil and piece of paper, and we're going to get straight down to it. So of course, first of all, we started yesterday to build words with our new sound, with the j sound. So we're listening out for the j sound in all of these words, okay? So the first word that I'd like you to build by saying the sounds to build the word and then saying the sounds to read the word is the word genie. The genie in the lamp. So these are all of the sounds that you need to build the word genie. And I just want to make sure that you take the time to really focus on saying each sound as you write it, and then saying each sound to read the word, so you check that you haven't missed any of the sounds. So just like this. So we have the word genie. So we have j, e, n, e. So I've said the sounds to build the word, and now I'm going to say the sounds to read the word to check that I've got all of the sounds in place. J, e, n, e. Genie. And I'm going to underline that G spelling of the j sound. That's one of the ones that we found yesterday. So the G on its own spelling of j. Okay. The next word that I'd like you to say the sounds to build and then say the sounds to read is the word hedge. So these are the sounds that you need to build the word hedge. Say the sounds to write the word. Say the sounds to read the word. And of course we have j. And we've got that three-letter spelling of j, D-G-E, that we found yesterday. D-G-E spelling of j. J. Okay, a name this time, so we need a capital J, and the name is Jack. Say the sounds to write Jack, and then say the sounds to read Jack. And we should have J, A, K, Jack. So then we've got that J on its own spelling of the J sound. And from the famous nursery rhyme, who does Jack go up the hill with? He goes up the hill with Jill. Jack and Jill. So your next word is Jill. Say the sounds to write the word. Say the sounds to read the word. And we have J, I, U. J, I, U, Jill. Make sure every time you write a word that you're then reading the sounds to read the word and check, okay? It's all about reading the sounds to check that we've got all of the sounds that the word needs. Okay, next word. And this is where we keep, some of us, our car overnight in our house. It's a garage. So these are the sounds that we need to build the word garage. Garage. And see if you can spot the j spelling in garage. We have g, a, a spelling of I, garage. And of course we've got that two-letter spelling of j, G and E, that we found yesterday. G-A-R-I-J, garage. Okay. Next up, we have the word merge. So these are the sounds that you need to build the word merge. Now to merge means to come together. So if two lanes of traffic are merging, it means that they are joining and coming together to merge into one. Okay? Merge. And we have j. It's the GE spelling of j again, in merge. Now before we go any further, I want you to just compare. We have the word merge, and before we had the word hedge. So both of these words end with a j sound, but they're spelt differently. The j spelling at the end of hedge is the DGE spelling, 3 letters, 1 sound, whereas at the end of merge, it's still at the end of the word, but it's the GE spelling, so it's just 2 letters, 1 sound at the end of that. And I want you to think about why that might be. I'm not going to tell you the answer just yet, I just want you to have a look at those 2 words, say them, think about why that might be, and we'll talk about that a bit later on. So we have j, hedge, and we have j, merge. Think about the different sounds and what the difference might be. What might the pattern be that dictates whether we use the DGE spelling or the GE spelling at the end of the word? Because they're both at the end of a word. So why might we choose one over the other at the end of a word? We'll talk about that a bit more later. It might become clear as we build some more words. So the next word is nudge. And if you think you've got an idea, you can see if the examples fit your pattern and prove what you were thinking before. So this word is nudge. These are the sounds that we need to build the word nudge. Give something a nudge. So we have j. And this time, of course, it's that DGE spelling of j. In nudge. Say the sounds and read the word nudge. J, nudge. Okay, the next word is sledge. Sledge. So say the sounds to build the word sledge, and then we'll say the sounds to read. S, l, e, j. Sledge, sledge. Wonder if you've spotted what the pattern might be with that end spelling of j, and if the words that we've had since we talked about that are fitting into that pattern, fitting that way of thinking. Don't worry if you're not sure, because I will explain it later. Okay, so nudge, sledge, hedge, merge. Let's try this one. Large. These are the sounds that we need to build the word large. Okay, so say the sounds to build the word, say the sounds to read the word. And we have l, r, j. This time, the end of the word, but we've just got the 2-letter spelling of j. So why might that be? Why isn't it the DGE spelling at the end of that word? Why not? Why this one instead? Badge is the next word. B-a-j. Say the sounds and build the word badge. We used that one yesterday. B-a-j. That's the end of the word again, and we've gone back to the 3-letter spelling of j. Why? Why do you think? If we compare it to the word merge, j, and where merge has the GE spelling, badge has the DGE spelling, both at the end. So you may have spotted the pattern, so let's talk about it now. The word badge, we've got these sounds, b, a, j, a short vowel sound before the final j sound, b, a, j. In merge, we have a longer vowel sound before the j spelling. In merge, we have j, merge. So the difference is the length of the vowel sound before that final j sound, okay? So b, a, j, badge. J, merge. So therefore, that's why large with its longer vowel sound, R, ends with that GE spelling of j. And it's why in the word nudge, with a shorter vowel sound, we have the DGE spelling, because it's a shorter vowel sound. Just a moment. Okay. Good. Okay. Now, we'll come back to that more. We'll talk about that more throughout the week. So don't worry if you're not quite sure what the pattern is, or if we need to explain it a bit more, we'll do that going forward. So now what I want you to do is just get your boards rubbed out and ready, or get yourself a new piece of paper or another side of whiteboard, or wherever you're going to do your next piece of writing. And I'd like you to divide it up into 5 sections. So however you want to do that, you could have 5 columns, 5 boxes, as we've done before. It doesn't need to be neat, as we've said before. Mine certainly won't be very neat. It could be neater if I wanted it to be, but it doesn't matter. It just needs to be 5 separate sections so you can see where the separate sections are. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5th one at the bottom. And what you're going to do, we've done this before, is we're going to read words that have different spellings of the R sound in, and we're just going to sort them. We had 2 columns yesterday, but this time we're going a bit further with 5 different spellings of R. So the first word that I'd like you to read first is on the top here. So after 3, we'll read the word. 1, 2, 3. The word is almond. Good, almond. So we know that there's an R spelling in there somewhere, and we can see that it's those 2 letters, 1 sound. AL spelling of R. R. That's the title for the first section, and we say the sounds as we write the word. So we have R, D. Almond, almond. Okay, the next word. After 3, the word is 1, 2, 3, started. So that's not the same spelling as almond, is it? The same R spelling. We did a new section. So we have the AR spelling in started, you're right. Start, id, started. So we say the sounds to write the word. St, R, t, ed, started, started. Okay. Now we're going to be learning a lot about this man in our reading and writing coming up later in the week and throughout the rest of the half term. A king called King what? After 3. The word is 1, 2, 3. Arthur. We're going to be talking a lot about King Arthur in our reading and writing. So, Arthur. It shares that AR spelling of R, and we say the sounds to write Arthur. R, Arthur, Arthur. Remember that name. Arthur. Okay, the next word. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Barn. Good. So it has an R spelling, and it shares an R spelling with almond, doesn't it? It's got that AL spelling of R in barn. B, R. Underline my R spelling. Barn. Okay, an easy one next. After 3, the word is 1, 2, 3. Okay, say the sounds and write the word car where it needs to be. Not this section. What about this one? K, R, car. Okay. Next words. We've seen these before half term, so they should be refreshing your memory now. After 3, the word is 1, 2, 3. Grasp, the verb to grasp onto something, to grab it. So we have another new spelling of the R sound, don't we, here? We have the A on its own spelling of R in grasp, so there's section number 3. And we say the sounds and we write the word grasp. G, R, R, sp, R, R, sp, grasp. Okay, if you can say and spell the word grasp, then you can read and write this word as well. Okay. After 3, the word is 1, 2, 3. Gasped. Same R spelling as grasp, and we write G, R, sp, D. G, R, sp, D. Gasped. Okay. Next word. 1, 2, 3. Laugh. Okay, so we have 2 new letters that are being used to spell the R sound in laugh, and it's right, it's the A and the U spelling of R. A, U. Laugh. L, R. With an unusual spelling of F as well, which we don't see very often, but it does come up sometimes. L-A-F, laugh. Okay. 2 more, and then we're going to move on to our sentence writing. Word is after 3. 1, 2, 3. Master. Okay, so where does master need to be written? Is it this, or this spelling of R? It's the A on its own spelling of R, isn't it? So it shares that spelling with grasp and gasped. So we can write master. And the last word is after 3. 1, 2, 3. Path. Okay, and again, I'm just going to make this section a bit bigger. P, R, F, path. Okay. We actually didn't need 5 sections, I just realised we only needed 4, so never mind, rub that out. Now, what I want you to do is read all of the words that you've written, sound by sound, and then read the word. For example, almond, and carry on through your sections, and then when you're ready, rub those out, get yourself a new clean board, new piece of paper, pencil ready to go for our next piece of work, okay? So read the sounds and read the words, and then we'll carry on. Okay, so the final part of today is our sentence building, sentence writing. So we're thinking of using words in the sentence that have spellings of the oo sound that we were learning how to spell a couple of weeks ago now. So we're seeing if we can remember them and build them into sentences to spell words. Okay, so I'm going to say a sentence, as we do all the time, and then we'll say it together, and then we'll see if we can build it word by word, giving you a chance to try to spell each word using different spellings of the oo sound and other sounds spellings that we know, and then we'll check. Okay, so the sentence is, my turn first. When the wind blew, Prue turned blue and didn't know what to do. Okay, so one more time, join in if you can. When the wind blew, Prue turned blue and didn't know what to do. Okay, join in this time. When the wind blew, Prue turned blue and didn't know what to do. One more time together. Okay, so we're going to write it one word at a time together. The first word is when. Okay, so say the sounds and build the word when. And like we did yesterday, I'd like you to pause the video, try to spell the word yourself, and then press play again and check that you were right. See if you agree with me or if you need to change anything, okay? So I'll say the sounds to build the word when. W, e, n. When. Make sure you've got that WH spelling of w in when. W, e, n. When. The next word is when, the. Say the sounds and write the word the. The. When, the. When the wind. Say the sounds and write the word wind. W, e, n, d. W, e, n, d. When the wind. When the wind did what? When the wind blew. Okay? Now be careful because this is the past tense of the verb blow. It isn't the colour blue. They sound the same, but they're spelt differently, okay? When the wind blew. Say the sounds and build the word, and we'll check. B, oo, oo. Okay, so we've got b, oo, oo. And I'd like you to underline your spelling of oo in blue. And it's those two letters, isn't it? E-W. So when the wind blew, Prue. Now remember Prue from yesterday? It's the creature, so it's a capital P for Prue, and we spelt it R, U spelling of oo. When the wind blew, Prue turned. Say the sounds to write turned. T, n, d. T, n, d. Turned. When the wind blew, Prue turned blue. Now it is the colour, isn't it? So how do we spell that? B, oo. It's a different spelling of oo. It's the UE spelling of oo in the colour blue. When the wind blew, Prue turned blue. And what? When the wind blew, Prue turned blue and didn't. So say the right sounds and write the word didn't. D, I, d, n, t. When the wind blew, Prue turned blue and didn't know. So say the sounds and write the word know, and check that you've got the same as I have. N, O. N, O, no. And didn't know what. W, O, T. When the wind blew, Prue turned blue and didn't know what to do. To do. Stop mark. Okay, let's just check that we've underlined our oo spellings. When the wind blew, EW spelling of oo. Prue with the U spelling of oo. Turned blue, UE spelling of oo. And didn't know what to, O spelling of oo. To do, O spelling of oo again. So we've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4 different spellings of the oo sound. Same sound, different spellings. Okay? So, more of that tomorrow. Have a lovely day. Take care, everybody.